Mom, before we get the evening started and all, I want to tell you something.
Well, tell me outside.
No, I'll just do it here.
Why?
Oh, there's just something about standing near the exit. It's really working for me.
Reading in front of other people is extremely rude, Lorelei.
Shauna Christie shot her husband.
What?
Shauna Christie? You remember Shauna Christie?
Yes, I remember Shauna Christie. She was a lovely girl.
Well, apparently this lovely girl came home to find her husband giving the nanny a nice little bonus package. And they say good help is hard to find.
That's just gossip.
Gossip? The man was shot 35 times. He looks like a sprinkler system.
I can't believe this. Shauna was always such a nice girl. She was bright, cultured, well-spoken.
And apparently a big Annie Oakley fan.
This is not funny. The woman committed a crime.
Okay, fine.
This is a tragedy.
My bad, sorry.
A man is dead, a young woman ruined.
Consider the subject dropped.
At least she had a husband to kill.
This is nice, isn't it?
Your father made a crack the other day about my not being able to keep a maid. Of course, it's a gross exaggeration. Yes, I've had maids I haven't liked, but I've also had maids I've loved.
Name one.
Dea.
Who?
You remember she took you shopping once.
How old was I?
I don't know.
Guess.
4 or 5.
Mom, you haven't liked a maid since I was 4 or 5?
I have liked a maid. You asked me whom I've loved. I loved Dea.
And whatever happened to Dea?
Oh, how should I know? But I loved her.
Where's Dad?
The magazines.
That was weird and unresponsive.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it! I've got it!
What? Speed dial. I just like seeing him do that.
I got it!
I'm afraid we're going to have to let her go, Richard.
Oh, if that's how you feel, Emily.
You're firing someone over putting walnuts in a salad?
I'm going to fire someone over putting walnuts in a salad after she was told not to put walnuts in the salad.
Mom, you know, if you're not a little nicer to your help, you might find yourself in a Frank Lloyd Wright situation.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
What on earth does Frank Lloyd Wright have to do with my salad?
And your walnuts.
Mrs. Wright apparently had this major problem with her help. She was very rough on them and they totally hated her. So this guy who had worked for her forever, he had finally had enough. I believe the incident was over walnuts, wasn't it, honey?
The exact cause has not been proven.
Anyhow, Mrs. Wright invites this whole posse of people over for dinner, and they're all sitting around eating, and Mr. Disgruntled Servant Guy goes outside and locks all the doors and windows and douses the whole house in gasoline and sets the place on fire.
My goodness.
So the house is on fire, and people are freaking out, so they run to the doors, but the doors are locked. So a few of them try to get out through the windows, but Mr. Angry Puss is standing outside with an axe hacking them to death, and so they all died.
Why on earth would you tell me that story?
All I'm saying is, sometimes eating a walnut is preferable to getting hacked to death or set on fire during dinner.
Please, sit.
Merci. So, Rory, you speak French at all?
Just a tiny little bit.
Un tout petit peu?
Oui, un tout petit peu.
And you, my dear?
Even less. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? That's about it.
Lorelei.
Oh, my...
That was strictly ceremonial.
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 Cérémoniel.
Ceremonial.
One of the porch lights is burned out. Perhaps the simple act of glancing outside a window once in a while might have alerted someone to the situation.
Gran?
Trix, is that you? Bee, what a surprise.
Mom, did you know Grandma was coming?
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, seems like a safe answer.
Emily, come here. Come say hello to this delightful creature that just walked in.
Oh, my God.
Come on, let's see if she tries to make a break for it. What kind of musicians?
A rock and roll group of some sort. I believe they call themselves Korn.
You rented your house to Korn.
That's so cool.
They were fine tenants, took wonderful care of the place. They planted some lovely tulips in the front yard.
Hi.
Good evening. May I take your coats?
Oh, sure, thanks.
That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
Your mother's in the living room.
So, last chance to run, huh?
Excuse me? Just ignore her.
What's wrong?
That was our lawyer calling to inform me that one of our former maids is suing for wrongful termination. You might at least act surprised.
It's not the first time, is it?
It most certainly is.
Really?
Yes, Lorelei, really.
Well, then I'm surprised.
Just your deposition.
How did you get...
Shh. Listen, it's fun. Okay. Question, would you say your mother is a tolerant woman?
Oh, boy.
Answer, well, sure.
What? I said you were.
You said sure.
Which to most people means yes.
Yes, to most people it does, but I've heard you say sure, and your sure is always sarcastic.
I do not have a sarcastic sure. Do I?
Pick spot on carpet and stare.
Question, why has your mother dismissed maids in the past?
Mom.
Answer, different reasons.
Well, that's true, right?
Can you expand on that? Answer, gee, how much time do you have?
Okay, see.
I mean, if you guys have a lunch or an afternoon squash game or something, you look like the kind of guys who play squash. And hey, why is it called squash? Is it something to do with the fruit? Or vegetable, right? A squash is a vegetable, though if you ask me, it's gross no matter what you call it. Well, anyway, what I'm saying is you might want to clear your afternoon.
I was flustered. He was using lawyer tricks.
By asking you to expand?
Now you decide to pipe in?
Didn't I tell you this was important, Lorelei?
Yes, you did.
So in spite of the fact that I told you it was important, you couldn't find it in your heart to put aside your personal antagonism toward me for one day and help me out.
Mom, this is not fair. I said a lot of nice things about you in there.
Oh, really? Would you say your mother sets impossible goals which people cannot help but fail to reach, thereby reinforcing her already formed opinion of their deficiencies? Answer, only for her daughter.
Okay, not there, but keep flipping.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but dinner is ready, Mrs. Gilmore.
Dinner! Hey, dinner's ready. Who's hungry besides me? I'd keep it warm. We're going to be here a while. Okay, go ahead.
Would you call your mother an extremely critical woman? Long pause. Why was there a long pause, Lorelei?
Because I was deliberately trying to hurt you, Mom.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate your mother in terms of compassion for others' feelings? Want to guess what she said?
No, thank you.
Mom.
Hang on a second, Lorelei. I just want to skip to the Ben-Hur reference.
Yeah, I did.
Grandma, it's going to be fun, really.
Kids do this all the time.
Yes, but you're not a kid. You're a grown woman. What are people going to think when they see a grown woman bunking down with a bunch of 20-year-olds?
Well, if the 20-year-olds are cute, they'll probably think lucky.
I don't need a DVD player.
Well, why not? Then you could buy all those musicals you love and watch them whenever you felt like it.
I'm not an invalid, Lorelei.
Well, of course you are, Mother. Why else would I suggest a DVD player? Okay.
Well, can you do it?
I have no idea.
Where are you going? You're going to take it back?
I'm going upstairs.
Why?
I think I should put this in your bedroom. That's your best TV.
You just said you didn't know how to hook that up.
I'll figure it out.
But there are wires involved and connections and electricity. You could hurt yourself or set the house on fire.
In your Easter bonnet,
You could ruin our television
all the
set.
frills upon it. You'll be the grandest fella in the Easter parade. Whew.
I don't like being ignored, Lorelei. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Bolting down your food, leaving before dessert, Rory checking her pager every 5 minutes. What do you have planned? Fine. We'll just sit here until one of you feels like filling me in.
She has a date.
So does she!
Yeah, but hers starts a half hour earlier than mine.
Because you get to stay out later.
Because I'm the mom.
You two stop it right now. You're behaving like children.
Okay, what is going on?
I saw her kissing a man.
What?
When I came home today, I walked in and I saw her standing in the living room kissing a man.
Gran.
Yes.
My Gran.
Yes.
My Gran was kissing a man.
In a purple velour jogging suit.
Gran was in a purple velour jogging suit?
No, the man was wearing a purple jogging suit.
And you're sure they were kissing?
100% sure.
Oh my God. Was he hot?
Excuse me?
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to ask when you hear your grandmother's been making out with a guy.
Gran used to make this for me whenever I was feeling a little sad. You know, if my cricket team lost or a girl I fancied turned up her nose at me.
Well, then load me up, because there's this really cute chick at the pharmacy today. I used my best material on her, and nothing.
Richard, at least let Pena serve it.
No comment on my lesbian hilarity. My, how far we've come.
She's going to Yale!
She's going to Yale! When I get back, I'll teach you the fight song.